Okay, we're in the middle of looking at 5 bonus games for you to play on Zoom with your youth group. We've looked at 2 already. We're on to the 3rd, and this one is really quick, really easy. It's only going to take about 2 minutes to explain. You've all played it before. It's Taboo. I'm sure most of you watching this have played Taboo in person like 1,000,000 times over the years. You can buy it off Amazon or different game shops. And as you open up the pack, you'll see there's a number of different cards, and each of the cards have words on them. And so the basic premise of the game is you divide up into teams, and whenever it's your team's turn, one person will go to the front, they'll lift out a handful of cards, and they'll try to describe the word on the card one by one, and the rest of their teammates have to try and guess the word that they're describing. But you'll probably remember that on the card, when you're trying to describe that particular word, there's a list of other words that you're not allowed to use in your description, and that's what makes it quite tough. And so at the end of the game, when you've played X amount of rounds, it's pretty much what team has got the most cards or has guessed the most words is the winner. And that's pretty much the exact same premise as you play Taboo online. And so to access it, really simple, just go onto Google, type in Play Taboo online, and it's pretty much the first Google result that you shall see. Keep in mind that everyone on the Zoom call who's playing in the game will need to be on this website, so make sure to just double click the URL and copy and paste it into the chat room, or just encourage everyone to do what I've just done and click into Google Play Taboo online, because whenever it's their go to describe, they're going to need this web page in front of them. So once I start the game, you can see that I'm given a virtual little card here, and the word that I have to describe is the word burden. And as I try to describe the word burden to my teammates, I'm not allowed to use any of these other 5 words. I'm not allowed to use the word proof or weight or hinder or leave or down. As you can see at the top there's a little 60-second timer which will start clocking down to 0 once I hit play. And so pretty much I have to describe as many different cards as I can in 60 seconds to my teammates without saying any of the forbidden words. And so once I successfully get my team to guess the word burden, it'll move on to the next one, which is the word trust. I've got 1 point in the bag now, and now I'm trying to get another point by getting my team to guess the word trust. Again, I'm not allowed to use those words believe, promise, break, family, or friend. And pretty much it's how many of these words I can get my team to guess from my description in 60 seconds. And you can keep firing through them. And once the 60-second timer has gone to 0, just count how many your team got, and that's how many points you get for that particular round. And then it goes over to the next team. And so you can just click restart, and that'll restart the timer, and you can go again with the next team. You can see at the bottom there's also this little score sheet which you can click on and fill in the scores as you go. That'll help you keep track. And that is the basic premise of Taboo online. Really, really simple, really, really easy. And as you can imagine, you can use this in a really small group, and you can also use it in a really big group. Even if you've got 30, 40, 50 people in your youth group, you can utilize this by dividing your youth group into teams. You can even divide them into like 2 teams, or you could go for more teams with fewer people in each team, whichever you prefer. Keep in mind, the more teams you divide it into, the longer it is for each person on the Zoom call. They'll have to wait before it's their turn to play again, so there's a lot of waiting around for them. So probably best to minimize the number of teams so that each member on the Zoom call is actively engaged in the game for the most amount of time. But that's Taboo. Check it out, play with your youth group, and hope you enjoy. Stick around in the next couple of days and we'll release 2 more bonus Zoom games for you to play with your youth group.